Hello there everybody, and today we'll be starting a new playthrough of a brand new Sonic game. Today, we will be playing the one, the only, Sonic Rivals. Now this is a game released for the PSP in the year 2006, because of course it is. This obviously is a pretty controversial Sonic game, because although considered compared to most Sonic games released in 2006, Sonic Genesis, Sonic 06. This isn't a bad game, but it's a repetitive game. Sonic Rivals is one of those Sonic racing games, and those are a very controversial topic. Because then you have games like the Sonic and Sega All-Stars games, and then you have Sonic Drift. Like, granted, Sonic Drift came first, but like, the point is, the Sonic racing games are not well known, but this one has a pretty good reputation, but you'll see the story is pretty repetitive, along with the gameplay. I'm actually going to be talking over the cutscenes because the cutscenes don't really have voice acting, and it's mostly these text boxes, but I do keep them up on screen long enough for you to read them if you can't. In the time I give you, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just recording a voiceover, so it is what it is. So basically, Eggman just stated that he's captured Tails and Amy in a camera that contains cards, and those cards are, well, people, places, stuff, and you actually collect a lot of those cards by playing through the game. And speaking of playing through the game, this is the gameplay. And I mean, for the entire game, this is the gameplay. It's, like I said, it's a racing game that's pseudo 2D, pseudo 3D. I don't know what to tell you. But either way, it's a racing game released for the PSP. What you just saw was Sonic's special ability. Every character you can play as in the game has a special ability if you find one of those star power-ups lying around the racetrack. And each of them trigger a different ability. Sonic is the boost. I think Tails, he can fly. Knuckles does like a ground pounding that stuns people, and I believe Shadow has... Wait. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Sonic... I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Sonic Rivals 2. Knuckles has a ground pound, Sonic has a boost, Shadow has chaos control, and Silver has like a psychic blast thing that stuns your opponents. I don't know why I started thinking of Sonic Rivals 2, maybe because that's the one I'd rather be playing. I don't like Sonic Rivals 1 all too much, and you'll definitely be hearing a lot more stuff like that throughout this playthrough. But no, like I was saying, this is the core gameplay of the entire game. It's a simple left-to-right racing game. It's basically like you're playing a 2D Sonic game. Start from the left of the screen, you move to the right, and you get to the goal at the end of the stage. It's simple as that, except you just have another character sharing the space with you. Think of this almost like playing two-player mode with like your friend or like little brother in like Sonic 2 or Sonic 3. You're letting them control Tails, but you're not playing the two-player mode, and you're making a game out of it. Like, if you can catch up to me, then you can have a cookie or something. I don't know. But, basically, that's Sonic Rivals. All it is a racing game. It's so hard to explain this game. I'm sorry. As you see right here, I won a card for completing the race, and it is a card showing artwork from the original Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I don't know why I said the original Sonic the Hedgehog 2. There's only one Sonic 2, unless you count Sonic Adventure 2 as a Sonic 2, but whatever. This game still has the 2 acts and a boss system as other Sonic games. Well, most 2D Sonic games. But basically, it's just a race for the first 2 acts and then a boss fight. That's still technically a race, but you'll see what I mean when we get to that. Well, geez, Knuckles, that was really cheap! So when you're close up to the other racer, You actually can do an attack to slow them down and give yourself an advantage. Knuckles, as you just saw, can punch you. And Sonic, and I think literally everyone else in the game has a homing attack. Actually, I think even Knuckles has a homing attack, but I don't think I've ever really seen anyone play as Knuckles and do the homing attack, so I don't know. For a racing game, this doesn't have that bad of a rubber banding system. For those of you that don't know, rubber banding is a system in racing games that allows the other racers to catch up to you if you get too far ahead. You know, the thing you can't do if you're the one in their position. But yeah. This game doesn't have that much rubber banding. If you get like far ahead of the other racer, you're basically there for the rest of the game. Unless you mess up. But I mean, I doubt you're gonna mess up because this is the most basic racing game as it gets. Should probably talk more about the power-ups. And there's Knuckles' special ability that I was talking about earlier. Since I'm a ground pound, that stuns you. I should talk about, I was saying, the power-ups. Along the map, there are a few power-ups that help you progress and slow down the other person in the race. You have a fireball and a fire shield. Specifically, a fireball, as you can imagine, sits on the track and slows down the other racer, while the fire shield protects you from damage from enemies. And I think that's about it in this game. I think there's more, but I don't think I've seen any other power-ups, especially at least not in this track, so I don't really know. But no, I think that's it. But yeah. Every character in this game can do a spin dash, so everyone in the game is on a bit of an even level, but I mean, there's no real competitive advantage in this game. And we just got a card for Chaos from Sonic Adventure. God, remember how Chaos was in Sonic Forces? Yeah, I sure don't. So basically, Eggman is now telling Sonic and Knuckles that they have to basically race well, I guess, get the cards from Eggman. But it's still a boss fight, so, you know. Basically how the boss fights work in Sonic Rivals is that you and the other racer, whoever gets the most hits in on the boss is the one who wins. Now, let me tell you something. If you lose, and I mean this as nicely as I can say this, if you lose in the boss fights, you are really bad at this game. Because the boss fight, at least this first boss fight, it's not difficult. The only real challenge you're going to get is trying to get to the head of the turtle robot before Knuckles does. And that's about it. There's no power-ups in the boss fights. There's no strategic advantages you can get. It's just as simple as who can hit the robot first. You can give yourself a bit of an advantage by homing attacking into the other racer or to the other character before going over to the robot and attacking its head, but I don't think that really does much. But long story short, you get the last hit off, you win, and that's the end of it, really. This game does use the 4Kids voice cast from Sonic X. If you don't know, it consists of Jason Griffith, Dan Green, and Mike Pollock, who is still Eggman to this day, so they liked it very much. And this is Silver the Hedgehog, introduced in Sonic 06. This is a little bit of a reboot to his story from that game. He's still from the future, but it's kind of debatable whether it's the direct future or an alternate future. Nobody knows. But we know it's Silver, and this is the game that officially makes him canon into the Sonic universe. But with all that being said, this was the first episode of Sonic Rivals. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really too happy about this one, and I really wish I could have jumped the gun to Sonic Rivals 2. But I was able to get this one to work way faster than I did Sonic Rivals 2, so I guess this is the one I'm starting with. Um, I don't like this game. Like I said before, you're gonna be hearing a lot of stuff like that, but I don't like Sonic Rivals. So, yeah. I'll see you in part 2.